Haz.
I'm Tom, and we're from One Direction, aka Brew. Yeah, I guess we first started, we're a manufactured pop band, so we were found by Peter Ehrlich, put us together, got all the necessary parts of the group. Haz was the muscles, and I was the looks. So
what happened?
I did a lot of crack. Really takes it out of you. Yeah, I was very handsome at one stage. But yeah, basically started working together online back in the day, and now we just work in the real world. Haz lives in an actual flat.
Yeah. Moved all my shit here. My tambourine. I was a tambourines. The majority of the album was all produced by me, but then we got our friends like Truant, Cyrus, Becky, and Jordan from Fire and Ice, and Jaya to give us some beats, which was all good.
So
helped me a lot.
So like it's a double album, and like there's a sort of a light side and a dark side, yeah.
Yeah.
So like, that's. Do you think that's like? I mean, did you sort of work on dark beats as well as light beats? And
to me, they were just like they felt dark. Like I didn't actually just make a dark beat. It just felt dark when Tom actually put lyrics over it.
Right.
And it would have felt light after he put lyrics on it. I didn't like go out and make light beats and dark beats.
Yeah. So Tom, like when you hear the beats, is that how it works for you? Like what?
Well, it's just music's just whatever mood you're in at the time, I guess.
Yeah.
So it just so happened that I was going through some shit, with my girl or whatever, and then some other shit with drugs or whatever, and that's what I wrote about. So it just got dark from there. And then when the album was being mixed, it just so happened that Haz was going through his shit. Like, so he was mixing songs that were like accidentally talking about his life, like, because we both got fucked over on some man buzz, like, I don't want to get into too much detail about why.
We'll leave that for John Campbell.
You got to give him something.
We had a massive gambling problem. I sold all my platinum records and shit like that, and shit got wild.
Just got out of rehab.
Yeah, I was addicted to like sleeping pills and shit. Nah, it's just some. We just had some problems with our girls. We weren't loyal dudes, and because of that, they left us like they should have. And, it got dark. You can hear it on the album. I don't need to go into detail, but it's all on the album.
But the whole album is not about girls breaking up.
Nah.
It's just there's heaps of topics on there that touches a few people's hearts.
Yeah.
Like real shit.
Friends killing themselves and shit like that. Like, that was a big part of it. Had a friend who took his life, and so on the dark side it's like a tribute to him, but then on the light side there's a song that I'm kind of addressing, like, why do we do this shit, See, in my country the suicide rate target's a junkie. It's funny because we're the ones who invented the bungee, and we think that we're so hard we even jump without the rope or tie it around our throat like a true Kiwi bloke, like shit like that. Like, I'm just going into like, why are we, we live in this macho country full of farmers and rugby jocks, and can't tell our own friends that we're feeling suicidal and shit. So it was parts of that, like, that's the light side.
Yeah.
And on the dark side, I'm talking I'm feeling suicidal. So I guess that's the two extremities of the record.
Like, making beats is, I don't just make beats like boom, boom, boom. It all comes like from within me, kind of thing. Like, if I feel like the sample, then I'll work around the sample to make me how it feels, kind of thing. I don't know, it's hard to explain.
But then, like, what about that buzz where you write nothing, You define yourself by your work, and then you're sitting in front of a blank screen or whatever, you can't come up with anything. How do you get over that shit?
Sometimes I just look at it like, if I'm doing something productive during the day within like homebrew and shit, it's kind of the same, like it's making music.
Emails or some shit.
It's kind of like the different side. The other side of making music is like doing our own shit, like reading emails and replying to shit like that. Yeah. Trying to find gigs, and there's like more to it than just making beats and rapping on stage.
Yeah. But you gotta be optimistic as a writer, that's why so many musicians or writers, you know, kill themselves, you know. Like, it's fuck, if you're defining yourself by your work, you got to define yourself by that blank page as well. So you're just sitting there thinking, is this all I'm capable of? You know, like, I seen Hunter S. at the start of this one book I read of his, and he's saying, if I get the guts, I'm going to jump out this 50th story window after I write this intro or some shit, you know, like, dudes are dark because writing fucks you up. So you gotta be optimistic, you gotta be able to bullshit to yourself and say, this ain't my greatest work, I can keep going, or else you just gotta kill you, you know. Like, we're gonna take the piss out of anything, you know, like, comedy should have no fucking boundaries, or else you're gonna offend someone while you're not offending them. Like, if you say that you can't make jokes about cancer, but you're out there making jokes about AIDS, someone's fucking mum might have AIDS, but your mum has cancer, so you're so, like, tiptoeing around that.
Yeah.
Like, if we're gonna take the piss out of prostitutes, out of, what else are we taking the piss out of? Everything, right? Like, who gives a shit? Like, because I'm not gonna let, like, a joke get in the way of my morals. Like, I have morals. Just because we're having a party in the ex-whore house doesn't mean that we're some kind of assholes. You know? Full respect to the hookers that work there. Some hooker came up here and stole Haz's Mrs. Makeup just there.
Yeah, and I kicked them out. Kicked him out.
I don't know, no girls listen to our shit anyway, so sorry if I offended the two girls in our family. I think the same thing that you're saying about our future, like, you shouldn't look at these people as role models or as intellectuals. They're just musicians. Like, they're doing all this other shit, and sure, the internet's made it so that you see into their lives and their personalities, and you can judge their personalities, but you gotta judge their music first. Like, it's listen to their music, enjoy their music, gives a fuck who they are. Like, a lot of my favorite musicians were apparently assholes, you know. Miles Davis was a mad cunt to work with. Van Morrison, mad cunt to work with, fired everyone in his band. Like, you just gotta judge it on the music. So, like, with us, don't take us so seriously. Like, we could have a big fucking debate about it, but end of the day, we're just clowns that like to make music, and we just want people to hear that.
And we like to have fun. Hard out, like to have fun. Gotta have fun in your music, yeah.
Yeah, man.
And
sure.
miserable.
I'm miserable now because I got this fucking cold that feels like rabies. But usually I'm a bit less better. Plus, I just watched Dr. Phil, you know, shit, maybe. Yeah,
I tweeted that. Thanks for watching and listening to my mate rant on. Listen to Brew. Album drops May the 1st, and our release party for the album is at a whole house, ex-whole house, May 5th and May 6th for 48 hours. Peace, cheese and toast.